We had a very good attendance. I think we had 36 members who participated, and participation was pretty heavy. We took the opportunity to ask a question about what ERPs and what TMS systems they use, and we've recorded that information and are going to collate it and then present it back to the participants so that they can seek out people who use the same systems, either to compare notes or if they're considering making a switch prior to running an RFP process, they can talk to a few of their peers and get some details. We talked about S/4HANA. We talked about Kyriba, T4, FIS Integrity, G Treasury, Reval, HighRadius, Treasury Suite, Trovata, JPM Cash Flow Module, and Modern Treasury. There are two trends that I would say. Companies are buying the treasury modules of their ERP systems, especially as those ERPs are becoming cloud native. And in theory, the treasury modules that the ERP companies are selling are also cloud native, and it all works better together. So that's one trend. The other trend is to pick and choose what you need and to run the TMS system that you choose regardless of your ERP system. So those are kind of the two trends. But as we have seen in other Neu Group meetings over the past few years, there's a continuum of choices available, and our members are everywhere on the continuum. There are some, we know some who are going 100% with the treasury modules from ERP providers, and there are others that do not buy anything from their ERP provider and mix and match from Fintechs. The first thing, to answer your question, is a real frustration with legacy TMS systems, including legacy treasury module systems, from ERP providers. A desire to have cloud-based systems, again, whether they come from Fintechs or more substantial vendors. So frustration with legacy systems, desire for cloud native. And I would say the frustration comes from small treasury staffs. Now, even big companies have only limited resources that they can devote to this stuff. And even big companies with dedicated IT people embedded in treasury can't spend all of their time updating modules and doing customization and troubleshooting problems. So I think there's a real desire to get to smoother, lighter touch functioning. I think that's the overwhelming desire. There was a consensus that if you're going to buy any kind of a major system, any kind of a big structured multi-tool TMS, you're going to need an implementer. There are systems that are lighter touch, smaller. We're calling them TMS Lite for short, where you probably don't need to hire external implementers, but the more complex the system becomes, the more it's likely that you will need that. And certainly, of course, for ERP implementation, you do need it, and that includes the implementation of treasury modules from ERP vendors. The AI that's being integrated, I was going to say overlaid, but it's really more integrated into these systems, is really something to come in the future. It is being done now, but most companies, unless they have perfect data lakes and have already well integrated treasury management systems that are helping them do their cash flow forecasting and their investment management and their debt management and their foreign exchange management and reconciliation, all the things that a treasury management system does. Unless they have that really running smoothly, the AI that's being introduced is not going to be that helpful. So if they're doing all those basics well, and if they're really running on all cylinders, as we would say, right?
Mhm.
Then yes, it's there are already AI solutions being integrated, and they can be used by a certain subset of companies that are really doing very well.